Hi. Hello, I'm Coach David Halal. We're gonna continue with how to be a great leader. The word lead means to go first. The number one way to be an effective leader of people is to be your best personally. It's to be at your best. Because how you gonna become a great leader if you're not at your best? What does it mean to be at your best personally? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Am I at my best? Am I ready to lead? Can I go first? Can I do this first? Your family members are expecting things from you. They're expecting greatness from you. They might not know it. They might criticize your decisions. They might even get angry at you. They might even say things to you that hurt you. But you know what I found out? Everybody needs a leader. Your family is looking for a leader. They're looking to see if you're gonna take the step. Are you gonna be the one that take the step out? Don't be a follower, my friend. Don't follow the failure of your parents. Don't follow the failure of your family. Don't follow the failure of your friends, those who are closest to you. Take a step out and lead. The number one way to be the most effective leader is to be at your best in your personal life. Personally. Meaning that in everything you do. In everything you do, be at your best. Make the right decisions. Fight for the right decisions. It means that you are focused on leading by example. So you're gonna have to lead by example. You're gonna have to struggle. You're gonna have to fight. The good fight of faith. You're gonna have to take the risk, or many risks, because you should never ask anyone to do anything that you are not willing to do yourself. You must take the initiative. You must lead. You must do it yourself. In the military, they teach leaders to lead from the front, not the rear. It means you are on point with your troops, risking getting killed, just like them, because you don't want to be in the back and telling them to go ahead and fight while they're getting killed, for you. So you don't ask others to risk their necks for you until you have risked your neck or yours for them, because that's extremely important. Now, a lot of people have found that very difficult to do because, for many reasons, but before you can teach, you must know. It's easy to teach people how to do things, that you already know how to do. People follow leaders, my friend. People follow leaders who can show by their example, who can lead by their example, that their way of thinking, you must show by your way of thinking and being is superior because it is self-evident by living example. I remember reading this quote from Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, the great leader from India. He says, be the change you want to see in the world. Be the change you want to see in the world. Basically, it's another way of saying lead by example. Lead by example. The true measure of a leader is not how many followers they have, but how many leaders they create. In my 39, almost 40 years of living, I try to live by example. I try to lead by example, but I try to live by example most of the time. I focus and direct all my efforts, my daily efforts, in a balanced way in all areas of my life. As a life coach and as a pretty, successful man in many, 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 many things, without bragging, without tooting my horn, in many things, many degrees, many certifications, many licenses. What I realize is that I've always tried to put enough energy, you know. I try to balance my life. I try to put enough energy in my health. I try to put enough energy in my business. I try to put enough energy in my friendships. I try to put enough energy in my personal growth, my wealth building, my personal relationships, etc. You know, because I want to be successful in all areas of my life. So I am advancing basically on all fronts. I don't want to be, you know, successful in business but don't have friends, successful, have a lot of friends but don't have money, have a lot of work, you know, making money but don't have a personal life, you know. So it means that I don't only focus on my business to the point that I ignore my health and every other area of my life that is important. I have been studying successful people all my life. I remember from the time I was 10 years old, I was reading Dr. Miles Monroe. I was reading, you know, Martin Luther King Jr. I was reading, you know, certain, you know, guys, you know, that you know, great leaders, you know, like Voltaire and, you know, Ludwig Feuerbach and, you know, many great ones, Toussaint Louverture, you know, Bonaparte, you know, all these great men of God, Alexander the Great. I used to read all these books, and as a kid, and many of these books, you know, when I was reading them, you know, I had a hunger to succeed, but I also did not understand how I was gonna do it. Because, you know, being born in Haiti, being from a small country, a poor country, I've always asked myself, how am I gonna do it? Because I see only misery all around me. I see people can't eat, people can't sleep, you know, don't have a place to stay, you know. But I've always thought that, you know, I'm sure that I will make it. And I will make it. I am still thriving to make it, because there is so much more to gain, so much more successes to gain, so many goals to accomplish, you know. So I've been trying to do that because that's important to me. I model the success of others in order that I get the same result, because you cannot become successful if you don't follow somebody else. If you don't have mentors, if you don't pay money and buy books and go to seminars and study and go take classes, you know. Sometimes I pay $500 for a class, you know, and sometimes $1,500. I have paid $10,000, you know, to take courses, to take classes, to study, to learn, so I can get out of the mindset of the people that I have around me. You know, because many of the people that we have around us don't have the goals that we have. So we have to reach out and try to make it from other places, from other people. And that's the only way. That's the only way. So this makes it very easy for me to teach, because I have already, you know, studied these people. But I want to help you make it. I want to share it with you, you know. I want to share it with you. This is the reason why I started this YouTube channel. I got the website, you know, books and things like that. I'm trying to do. Reason why? Because I want you to come out. I don't want you to stay in that poor mentality mindset. I don't want you to stay in that, you know, a small-mindedness. You know, I want you to get out of your comfort zone and make it and lead. Let your family see that you go get what's yours. You know, don't lean on your family. Don't feed from your family. You know, basically, don't get fed. Don't eat what they eat. Meaning that I'm not talking about food, and that might have some things to do, you know, with it as well. But I'm thinking about other things. You know, I'm talking about don't feed from the mindset. Don't feed from the small-mindedness. Don't feed, you know, or don't get fed from their, you know, stinking thinking. You know. Come out of it. You know, make it happen. You have greatness in you. God wants you to make it. The universe needs you to make it. I need you to make it, because if you don't make it, then my kids, right, won't have other people that they can follow. I want you to make it. I want you to make it. I want you to be a great leader. Become a great leader by leading by examples, by stepping out of your comfort zone, by doing what's hard, because, you know, by doing, although you might be afraid, but do it anyway. Fear, false evidence. appearing real. This is Coach David Halal, fearlessly and passionately pursuing his call and his destiny. Don't forget to subscribe down there. Subscribe, and like my videos, you know, or dislike or rude comments and, you know, what have you. Have fun, but go on my website, www.successandrelationships.com. Be a great leader, step out, and make it happen. You have a good day. Bye-bye. See you later, YouTube.